Well, hello there. It's Eftoe here again with another video about Sweden. This one is called 12 Interesting Facts and Presentation of Swedish Traditions. We'll see how it goes. I hope it's a little different from the ones that we already watched. And yeah, let's check it. And as always, I'll leave the link to this video in the description. Sverige.
People first came to Sweden about 10,000 years ago. For thousands of years, they were hunters
The
and gatherers in
Vikings.
the 1st centuries AD. They traded goods with the Roman Empire. The name Sweden comes from the warlike Svea tribe that became powerful around 500 AD. Swedes call their land Sverige, which means land of the Svea.
He said Sverish. Um, is that how you pronounce it? I always thought that it was Sverige. Sverige. He says Sverish. Now I'm confused. I don't know which one is the right way to say it. So someone can say if his way is the right or mine. I will be thankful. Swedish fika.
Fika, a coffee break that normally consists of coffee or tea, cookies or sweet buns, but can also include soft drinks, fruit, and sandwiches, is a social institution and an important part of the national culture. You can fika with your family or on.
It's interesting to me that they're showing the espresso machine because if I remember, I mean we've talked about fika in other videos, and if I remember the coffee that they will drink the most is one that you like. I call it drip, but I don't know if that's the right name. But that basically you put like a filter and you put the coffee, and then water passes through, and then you just collect the coffee on a pot. That's the one that I remember that they drank the most, not the coffee from espresso machines. But maybe I'm wrong. Um, and yeah, and cinnamon buns. I remember a lot of cinnamon buns. They were so good.
Your first date.
Cinnamon buns. Stockholm, there is a speed
In
lottery.
Stockholm, there is a speed camera lottery. The people who are obeying the law will have one of their license plates pulled in a lottery and receive a portion of the money collected from those who were speeding.
That is genius. That is actually really, really smart. Because I feel like when you do bad things, I mean, this is like the positive reinforcement versus punishment, right? So when you do bad things, sometimes you can get punished, but sometimes you can get away with it. When you do good things, nothing happens. Basically, you're just obeying the law. So to have like a stuff like positive reinforcement about like speeding and makes people rewards people who follow the law, I think that that is really, really good and incentivize the doing good part instead of just punishing the when you speed, basically. So really smart, really, really good. Crayfish party.
A crayfish party is a traditional summer eating and drinking celebration in August. It involves boiled crayfish served with boiled potato and dill. Eaten only by Sweden's upper class citizens and aristocracy in the 1500s, crayfish have become a national delicacy enjoyed by all, with
National
mass
delicacy.
importation having significantly brought down the price over the centuries.
Wow. I feel like I'm going to lose friends over this, but seafood doesn't do it for me. Like I just cannot eat seafood. And but of course for people that like it, and I know that some people love it, this must be amazing. So nice. Biggest palace.
The Royal Palace of Stockholm could be considered the world's largest palace still used for its original purpose. It is slightly larger than the
Wow,
Winter Palace in St. Petersburg and only a bit smaller than the Palace of Versailles in France. The construction of the Stockholm Palace started in
a lot of
1697
gold.
before Versailles was completed.
This is a palace. Uh, I would love to know what do you guys think about the palace, because to me it doesn't look as majestic as some of others, some castles. I guess a castle is not the same as a palace. I mean, it looks really nice, but I don't know. It's like there's something missing, like a thing in the middle, maybe. Like I don't know. It's like really square to me. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Maybe you guys love it. I don't know much about architecture either, so I just talking about what I think, like at first look. Swedish model.
During the 1930s, Sweden developed a welfare system known as the Swedish model. Under their system, all Swedes have access to publicly financed health care, help for the unemployed, childcare, schools, elder care, and at least 5 weeks of paid vacation per year.
It's something that we've talked in other videos. I think that is pretty cool what they do and the welfare system. I don't know if they came up with it or it was Denmark. I have no idea. Um, what I remember having this discussion or like hearing about it or reading about it. And anyways, the fact that a lot of people argue against this system because they say, "Oh yeah, Sweden can do it because they are so rich, they're so wealthy as a country, so they can do that." But if I remember correctly, when they started, they weren't as rich as many of the countries that don't have welfare system are now, and they did it as a kind of like investment in their own citizens and their own people, which I think that is pretty cool. And I would love for my country to adopt that. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty good. Sweden, pretty good model. Law of Janto.
Sweden annually publishes everyone's income tax returns. Technically, you can see what your brother in law made, your neighbor made. Making the data
That's
public
crazy.
demonstrates the Scandinavian tradition of Jantangelang, or a law of gente, which translates roughly as nobody is better than anyone else.
That is crazy that you can see how much your family made. Oh my god. I think that is cool. But it's also supported in the system that they have, I think. Uh, you cannot introduce something like that to any country, especially if a country is really unequal. I feel like there would be a lot of problems. But in a system like the Swedish one, of course, that sounds really, really good. Biggest mall.
Europe's largest shopping mall is the Nordstrand in Gothenburg, with approximately 180 shops and 150 offices on 320,000 square meters, which is equal to 55 football pitches. About 37 million people visit Nordstrand Mall annually.
I had no idea that Sweden had the largest Europe mall. That is crazy. Stolen Volvos. Volvo.
In 1974, Kim Il sung took 1,000 Volvo sedans from Sweden to North Korea and never paid for them. If King Jong un and his officers rounded up all 1,000 vehicles and sold each of them at the current book value of about 2,000 euros, they would raise 0.6% of the debt.
Okay. Uh, Interesting fact.
Green Zone, or Tornio Golf Club, is perhaps a unique golf course with 9 holes in one country, Finland, and the remaining 9 in another, Sweden. The border follows the Tornio River, which runs through the course. Due to its location, it is possible to play golf at any time of the day or night in full sunshine during the golfing season.
That is pretty good for people that golf. I don't golf, but I mean, I've never done it, so I wouldn't know if I like it or not. But that sounds really nice. Naming species.
Carl von Linné was a well-known Swedish botanist who invented the method for naming plants and animals which is used today. Every living thing has a Latin name that is divided into 2 parts. The first part gives its group or genus, and the second part of the name gives its kind or species.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that it was a sweet.
The Minecraft world-building video game was Swedish programmer Marcus Notch Persson one-man hobby project. It is basically a digital version of Lego. Minecraft contributed to Persson's company Mojang's 2013 record profit of 325 million kronor, approximately 39.1 million US dollars.
That is crazy. I didn't know that Minecraft was created by a Swede, but also probably that digit, that number of 40 million, that was just 2013. So I imagine that now must be so much more. So much more. And that was the video. I didn't realize that it ended there, but yeah. What did you guys think? I thought that it was pretty interesting, although that we've watched a couple Swedish videos already, so some stuff repeats. So yeah, but it's cool. I like doing videos about Sweden. I love Sweden, so I think they're pretty cool. So yeah, um I think though that I will start making videos of other countries that I like to. So I will leave Swedish videos for a while. Or if you want, you can comment and I just continue. If you really like them, I just continue doing them. It's all good, all good. And yeah, like I said, I'll leave the link to the original video in the description. That's it for me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.